Boys. Welcome back to another episode of Birthing a Degenerate. This is episode 4, part 69, test 420. We have no clue where we're at this point. We're all over the place. But welcome. We're having a special episode for you guys tonight. I'm here with the usual crowd. I got my boy Billy. Billy, how you doing, man?
Oh, I'm just ducky today, buddy. How you doing?
Ducky. I love that. I love that. You gooner. I'm going to start calling you Ducky from now on. Man, I absolutely love it. Speaking of gooner, that's something else we're going to talk about tonight with Jared because I'm very curious his takes on a little Super League action. But, Mr. Phillip, word on the block is you're battering the Rona and you're dying.
Yeah. Right now, I got my second dose today at 10 a.m. and I said, you know what, it's not so bad. I'm just gonna take a nap. I woke up. I did I was streaming Call of Duty, and then it was just like one of those like hard hits from like the NFL. Remember that fucking Eagles player that leveled Reggie Bush? What's his name?
It was Sheldon Brown.
Sheldon Brown. Remember that? That's how the second dose hit me like an hour ago.
Everybody tuning in right now and watching this. We do our little we have our nice little group chat and everything, and we're gearing up, getting ready for the show, talking, ripping Jared because he's going AWOL. Hint, hint. There's a girl in his life. He likes to disappear on us. He's a changed man. What are you gonna do? Once you crack the whip on him, what is it? You're right. But
that's racist.
That is definitely racist.
Everybody watching this, please do not cancel me or us right now. We are taking off. We're taking this thing to the moon. But our man Jared here, he's battling it. He was telling us he had to hop off the stream because it just hit him like a freaking freight train. So if our dude falls down at any point in time, if he looks like he's actually dying, he is. It's okay. You want to say a nice word for him? We're going to start a GoFundMe that's going to go into Billy and I's bankroll for when he dies, so we can keep gambling in his honor, because that's what real friends do. We want to make sure that, our winnings go, are in your memory. But boys, enough with the Kid Fun and everything. It's J Philly Kid Fun. It's always J Philly Kid Fun. Couple things I just want to hit up real quick before we get into tonight's episode. We got a special episode tonight because it's been a couple days since we've last spoken. Everything. A couple things have happened in the past week. Boys, we had a fight this weekend. I mean, I guess you could call it a fight. It lasted about. I can't say what I want to say because this will become an NC-17 podcast, and I'm not about that. But our man Ben Askren, he didn't last long.
What do you mean, our boy? What do you mean?
Our boy.
Your boy.
My boy Ben Askren, he couldn't make it last. He got the 1-2 pump from Jake Paul, and he was out of here. It was a tough showing. I bet Ben Askren because I do not like Jake Paul. Billy was all over Ben Askren, telling me how stupid I am, and I knew I was being stupid, but it's a principle thing. I'm a man of morals. I'm a man of integrity, man of honor right here. I can't vote for that guy.
Morgan would rather lose money than to bet on somebody he doesn't like, instead of just not betting it at all.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh, yeah, that's something you got to bet. You have to throw a little sprinkler on there. That's a big event. That's Jared. Would you like to call it a public event? Huh?
Yeah. Public event in which everyone gets in on the betting, even the casuals, super casuals, on that part.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
But I did not expect you to come anywhere close to that. For those watching this right now, listening to this right now, this is test 2 for Jared. Jared's 1 for 1 on the test so far. That actually was a question on the test.
Thank you.
He really screwed some things up right here. But
wait, can we throw some money on this wager of him getting over getting at least 7 questions right?
Absolutely. So we, Billy and I were talking we were talking pre-show meeting, Billy and I. Our expectations for Jared aren't high tonight. Gonna be honest. He's dying. Rest in peace, Jared. We love you. It's been fun. We'll find a new rookie that we can start teaching. But with the material that we've gone over in the past week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, we're not confident in Jared tonight.
He keeps bundling me and you together. It's you and you alone.
It's just you. It's just Morgan. It's just Morgan.
I'm not confident in Jared tonight. I think he was going to get 3 questions right. Billy,
I'm not confident in Jared tonight either.
Let's set the number at 5.5.
I'd say I'm slamming the over.
I'm slamming the under.
Okay.
I'm slamming the middle.
So add it to the PGA fund.
I can do that. The usual biscuit bet. We'll do it on the PGA fund. I like that. Jared, I'm telling you, you should get PGA with us. We had a great night the other night. We both shot plus 5,000. I had to Venmo over Billy a couple biscuits and
I saw that on Venmo. I was like, the fuck is that?
I got waxed. Billy came out. I kicked his ass the first course we played, which I won't even say kicked his ass because he had a quad bogey on the first hole. Otherwise, he would have beat me. But he didn't.
5 strokes.
He would have beat me pretty easily, but he didn't. So it's what happens because I unraveled on the 18th hole, as I do. I get rattled easily. I'm a mental midget. What are you going to do? It is what it is. But what do you think? Yeah, Jared, I haven't talked to you about this, Billy. I know we've talked about it a bunch. What did you think of the fight? Did you watch the fight?
No.
I don't know why I'm surprised by this.
It wasn't worth my time.
I don't really think Jared knows what sports actually are.
Update. My arm is killing me. I can barely feel this. Oh. Okay, go on.
This is my favorite version of Jared that we've had for any episode. He is lively, he's giggly, he's bubbly. This is what we love to see, guys.
Oh, we gotta get serious.
I got 2 more things I want to talk to you about real quick before the test tonight. And the first one I want to talk about with you, I know is near and dear to your heart. And Billy's laughing, Billy's loving life right now. Jared, talk to me about them New York Knickerbockers.
8, baby! 8, baby! Hey, let's go! Cover Kings! Cover Kings!
They are cover Kings.
Go, New York! Go, New York! Go! New York, we here! Yo, he said it the best. Fourth seed?
There's nothing I have actually ever hated more with Jared than when he would religiously post Knicks tape everywhere. It's my favorite thing in the world. I know it's coming back. I hate it. I can't wait till the Sixers. I can't wait till the Sixers smoke the Knicks in the first round.
Oh yeah, okay.
The second round.
Okay, if the Sixers can get past the first round.
I mean, we're getting
just
past
saying.
Easy.
Sure.
I'm gonna get Charlotte in the first round. Get out of here,
clowns. Yeah, and you're just gonna be a poster for Scary Terry the whole fucking playoff.
I mean, it's gonna be the most series by far, just because of the Hornets announcers. Guys, if you have not checked out the Hornets announcers and their calls on dunks, I implore you, I plead with you, look it up on YouTube right now. It is fire. Those guys are lit. They are loving life. They are just pouring back drinks. Oh, Terry! Oh my God, it is fucking amazing.
You never hear fucking Embiid get those calls.
That's not Embiid, just bodies up.
Can't succeed Embiid is what they call him.
Just saying. My man just bodies up that faux king of New York, Julius Randle, whom I'll give it credit. Billy and I've talked about this a lot. Julius Randle had a phenomenal season. If he was on a better team, had a little bit more wins and stuff, very much in the MVP race. Very much in the MVP race. If you put his numbers on a team like the Sixers, like the Bucks, like the Lakers, like the Clippers, he's not going to get it because he's on a 4th place team. We'll see where they finish up with. It's not going to happen.
Without him, they're a 14th place team. That's my argument about him winning MVP.
He has carried the Knicks single-handedly.
I completely agree with you. However, you can say the exact same about Steph Curry, and he's been doing something that's more impressive than Julius Randle.
Steph Curry has a unit with him.
That is true. It was.
Base unit. The Knicks have Julius Randle and R.J. Barrett to some degree.
Ooh. Speaking of R.J. Barrett, real quick before I get to our last little topping point before this test, Jared, I asked Billy about this on Bang a Diagonal Tuesday night. I doubt you listened, but I'm curious about your take. I said this to Billy, hot take. Can we make a case now? R.J. Barrett greater than Ja Morant? I think we can.
No.
Thank you.
I don't know. I think that we've seen R.J. Barrett take the next step this year. No. I haven't seen a crazy next step from Ja Morant this season.
Because his first step was massive.
Yeah, exactly. Ja Morant has been better than R.J. Barrett from the jump.
Yes.
I don't know.
And R.J. Barrett, yes, R.J. Barrett is improving, and yes, his shot is improving, becoming more solid. But Ja Morant is there. Okay. Anything else for Ja Morant is icing on the cake.
I wouldn't say that RJ shot is improving. His confidence is improving. The kid always had the shot. He was the purest scorer out of that draft class in college. When going down to the wire, like in a game when both Zion and him played in college, the ball was going to RJ to make the shot. Well, it wasn't going to Zion for a dunk. No, he's a shot maker.
I will tell you this. You know who
R.J.
Barrett reminded me of coming out of the draft?
Oh,
Rudy Gay in his prime.
Oh, I like that.
So I think it's a very accurate comparison. But anyway, all right, Jared, last thing I want to hit real quick. Big fight this weekend, all right? Usman versus Masvidal. Who you got?
Usman.
Usman's I'm on Masvidal.
You're on Masvidal, then you're losing again.
All right. Well, I mean, you're the UFC guy. Why? I mean, you are the resident UFC guy. You know, you show up, man. That's really all it takes sometimes. You know what? We won't get too much into it. I don't know much about or UFC or anything, so let's get into.
He was gonna say boxing. No, sorry, he was gonna say wrestling. Then he was gonna say boxing.
I'm not gonna. I'm a man of honor. I'll admit when I make mistakes. You know, I slipped up on my words. It happens. Real quick, I just want to make sure you're good for this test. Do I need to click your life alert to get the paramedics there for when you faint?
No. Okay. I have.
Make sure you have it on standby. I really do not want our episode tonight to become a evidence in your death or murder or whatever it happens to be. We're trying to have a nice little pod here. I don't need you to die on me. But all right, boys, let's get down to it. Tonight, test 2 for Jared. Test 1, if anybody remembers. Jared, do you remember how you did on test 1?
I got 8, right?
7.
I got 7. Right.
7 out of 10. Not bad.
Maybe let me finish. I said 8 minus 1.
That's right. You got me there. He had a chance at 8. Jared, the last question, if he remembers, I don't think he does. The last question was, what was Jared's?
It was 6. And I was 8 for 8. I still have not kept up with my shit, so just chalk that loss up.
We haven't had. Here comes the chalk that loss. Here we go again. If everyone's watching, that's Jared's new phrase. Kind of like Billy is now Ducky. Jared is just chalk that loss up. You know, it's what we do here, man. I rip hoons. Jared, what do you got for me? Raise your hand.
How come we're calling him Ducky?
Ducky. I'm feeling Ducky.
Feeling Ducky, man.
Well, we already have someone who's already a duck.
I'm not a duck. I'm feeling Ducky.
Oh,
it's a fucking expression.
Oh, okay.
You ignorant swines.
That Pfizer's going straight to the brain for him, man. All right, Jared. I told you pre-show, tonight's episode, we're doing 4 refresh questions to kind of bring back some old material. We're going to hit 6 new questions that are going to focus on our last couple episodes about DFS. And then I have one final little question for you, which I mean, we're gonna hit it anyway, just because we can. But Jared, are you ready to roll?
Hello?
Yeah.
Jared just got a sunflower seed in his eye. That's
what happens. These mac and cheese, whoa, these shit hit.
Disgusting. You're just a freak. All right, Jared, here we go. Question number 1. All right. As Billy told you pre-show, the first couple questions are kind of layups. Let's see what you got here. And And as I say that, now that I think about it, I forgot what questions I wrote, so my bet looks like shit. Completely forgot what questions I wrote. Here we go.
I'm fucking
Jared,
hot. Yeah.
Let's start. Let's start right here. All right. What is sports gambling? Nah, I'm just playing with you. That's not your question. That's not your question. I can't give you that little bit of a layup right there. What do you think I am? What do you think I am? Just gonna give you a nice. Think I'm just gonna give you a little layup here? Come on, bro.
Yes, please.
Jared, what is the hook? What is the hook on a bet?
The hook?
If he gets this one. I don't know.
Ooh, the hook.
We're eating over here, boys. We're eating.
Is it that like it's like adding like a half?
Bang!
That's my boy. Look at you. I want you to succeed. I lose money. I want to see you succeed. That means we're doing something right here.
It's only money.
Jared, that is exactly right. It is only money.
That's the best. That.
The one thing that you got extra credit questions. Don't worry. Yes, Jared, the hook is a half point that's going to get added to the bet. That's going to guarantee that there's a loser or a winner. There's no pushes. We don't want fucking ties. What is this? Soccer? I mean, what are we? The Super League? Jeez, that got thrown out the door real fast, didn't it?
Not yet. Not yet.
It's over.
Sidebar.
Barcelona and Real Madrid are still fighting.
I just want to put this sucker out there. Let's just talk about how fuck Liverpool. Fuck Jared for being a Liverpool fan. They are the worst team in the EPL. Wow. Moving on.
True.
100% true. Moving on, Jared. All right, ready? Question 2. I want you to tease me a little bit with this one, all right? I want you to pull up Tinder. I want you to tease me a little bit here. What's a teaser in a bet?
Like you're just like putting out a bet. It's really just like you're putting out the bet for the bet. You're not really going to win that much on it. Yeah.
Billy, give me the buzzer.
What are you talking about? You don't win that much on teasing.
Yeah, well, yeah, you don't win that much, but what is it?
It's like you make it more or less. You make the bet more or less.
Watching this video, listen, you can't see, but if you're watching this, Jared has all of our last episode scripts probably opened up right in front of him, and
I'm trying to go to the tabs and I'm failing. You have to take multiple bets and then increase or decrease them.
Increase or decrease what?
The odds.
You're not increasing the odds.
Odds. Morgan lets me just pass this test.
Not 0.
Fine. 15.
Billy, tell him what a teaser is.
It's when you're adding or taking away points from the spread, not the odds.
That's the same shit.
It's not the same shit.
Wow.
Not even close.
Okay.
All right, Jared. So 1 for 2 so far. All right. You're about where I expected you to be better at this point, actually, with the layup questions, but it's okay. Question 3. Jared, you talked about the spread right there. I want you to spread them for us right now. What is the spread versus what is the total?
The spread versus the total? Spread is points allowed. Right? Yes or no?
That's a complicated answer. What is the spread?
The spread is the points allowed, and
who's allowing what points?
Oh my god! In the fucking bet, the spread.
I'm just confused with that answer. I don't know whether I should count
points. The amount of points that's allowed in a bet, in a wager, and then the total is how you win, right?
This has to be a L, right?
That's an L.
Give me the buzzer,
please. If I have to hear the buzzer, we're going to end the episode.
Fill him in.
What is it?
Spread is the amount of points a team needs to win or lose by.
So
the total is the total amount of points for the game. So the over or under.
I should get a half point for that.
I don't think you should get a half point for points allowed. Was your answer?
Okay, fine.
I'm on your side, Jay.
It's point allowance. It's point. If you're on my side, then you're on my side. Don't be a dick and try and sugarcoat it all. Next question.
What are we calling that? We calling that a half?
Next question.
I'll give him a half point.
No. I don't want it now. I don't want it now.
He doesn't want it. The man doesn't want it.
We don't want hooks. We want winners and losers.
I definitely don't want to push a 5.5. I'll tell you that.
All right, we're taking it. He's taking an L. We're 1 for 3 so far, Jared. All right, Jared.
I might be throwing the game.
I mean, you gotta love it. That's what happened, Billy. When you don't get the man his pizza, he throws the game for you.
When that guy sneezes on me, I'm punching him right square in the throat.
All of a sudden, my notepad just deleted. I don't know things.
All right, Jared. Question number 4. I want to talk about your unit. No. I see you looking down. Don't look down. Eyes on me. Eyes on me. Don't look down. We don't want to see that unit. We're talking about gambling units. All right, not your Tinder units that you send out. Not till you send out to name redacted or anything. Shout out to you. You know who you are watching the show. You got a good one with our boy Jay Philly. He's a real one. Let's
real
talk
quick
about
before you ask the question. She doesn't have the link to the podcast.
Jared.
She doesn't have the link to the podcast.
This guy has a chance to be a star here and not even sharing it with the one who matters the most to him. I mean, it's tough. It's tough. All right, Jared. What is a unit, and what should your typical unit be?
You know what's really crazy is that I remember this because this was like the most boring fucking part of this podcast. I really hated this shit, and I was like, oh, like that's so stupid because I'm not gonna use units. I'm just gonna go all in. A unit is typically like your set amount of money that you will be spending. And you want to look at like 5%, I think. Is it 5% or is it 10%? I don't know. I always say 10, but I feel like 5. You want like 5% of your total bankroll so that you're not just spending 2K. But here at J Philly the Kid, we're going to be dropping that 2K. Living dangerously.
That's
right.
Terrible advice, but correct
That's
answer.
Right. Thank you.
The percentage for 5%, 10%. It's supposed to be a unit is 1%, but it's all matter of opinion as far as units go.
All I got to say about that right there, Jared, you're right on this one. All I got to say to come at this one is, Jared, if you're putting 2K as your unit bet, you better sell that 4K TV you have and go get a 2K TV because you're not going to have any money.
That's
I don't have 4K TV.
All right, Jared, you got the layup questions, 2 for 4. How do you think you did? Obviously, we know how you did. How you feeling? 50%. I mean, it's not good. It's not good.
I'm feeling death right now. My arm is hurting, and I feel really hot. I feel really hot.
See, this is what I'm going to need you to do here, Jared. I need you to Ronnie Lott this, all right? My man Ronnie Lott, he broke his finger in a game. What'd he do? Chop that sucker right off. We don't need that. You don't need that arm. What do you use it for? What are you going to do? You can stream with one hand. I believe in you. That might be your niche. That's how people come and, that's how you get the viewers right there. All right, Jared. Come bring it back in. Let's reel her in. We're heading to new topics, all right? Last couple of weeks, we dove heavy into DFS. Okay? Shit. We wanted to switch some things up. DFS is a phenomenal source of gambling for those of you who are looking for other options and everything. So, Jared, talk to me. What is DFS, and why might someone, don't cut me off. Come on, show some respect here for the host.
Okay.
Jesus. And why might you be more inclined to take part in the DFS, versus traditional sports gambling?
This is still the test?
This is definitely still the test.
Why would this not be the test? It's a 10-question test, and we did 4.
Okay.
My man is rolling in the deep right now.
DFS is daily fantasy sports. I
really thought he wasn't going to know what the S was there for a second.
Daily fantasy socks.
I'm not gonna lie. There was a moment there. Moment there, right? Anyway, DFS is daily fantasy gambling. It's so basically you're not just totally into the gambling. You are there for like a weekend, a block of sports, and you throw some cash and you hope to get some cash back. Basically.
That's a good answer for me.
I mean, I'll take it. I feel like it's It's a vague answer, but I'll take it. I'll take it.
Oh, we know you take it.
All right, there you go. That's what I like to see. Now, Jared, the chair is going to break, and he's done. We might have to bring a certain GG back to the stream to fill in. You know,
we can't.
Maybe he'll finish up the test for Jared once he passes out here.
Zero shot. We're doing that.
You got to teach gambling to somebody.
I don't feel like going to shovel up dirt for that bowl.
All right, Jared. That's
Pull
good.
together, Jay. Pull together.
I'll take your answer there. You're 3 for 5. Extra credit question.
We are off the rails now.
Extra credit question tonight. This is just a special little plug here. Jared, you know this answer. I know you do. It's deep in you. Just bring it out. Who is the top DFS writer out there, and where can we find this man?
The top DFS writer currently is a one Billy Bilson. You can find him at FFD. Yeah, Fantasy Football Degenerates.
Jesus.
.com. Is it .com? I'm
FFD. Podcast.com.
FFDpodcast.com. FFD_podcast.com, isn't it? No, it's just FFDpodcast.com?
Definitely not an underscore.
It's not an IG?
So we have our lucky everybody watching, listening right now. We have the best DFS writer in our midst currently. My man Billy here, he kills it. He kills it every single week. He will help you set a lineup. If you want to be a DFS guy, just casually with it. If you want to get into it, the kid knows what he's doing. He's hot. He puts out some fire lineups. He's made a lot of people a lot of money. Check him out. Check out FFD Podcast. Great football content comes out every week. Take a look and see at Billy's articles. He's a wordsmith. What can I say? He knows how to give you a lineup.
That I do.
All right, Jared.
I was right. It was Instagram with the underscore. My bad.
I don't put it on Instagram. It's all on the website. There's no underscore in the website.
There's no underscore on the website. On the Instagram, there is. Okay, let's move on.
We're moving on. We're 3 for 5 right now, Jared. Halfway point. You're tracking. You're right at the over, baby. I don't know. It's going to be close. It's going to be real
love
tough.
Questions. I think he's going to do well.
I don't think he is going to do well. But, that's the best part about gambling. We don't know what's going to happen. Jared, question number 6. What games should you be looking at when you want to set a lineup?
What do you mean? Like the type of sport?
You're setting a football lineup for this upcoming Sunday, right? All your teams are playing. You got the Giants out there about to give up 47 points. It is what it is. What games do you want to look at on the slate? What are we looking for when we want to set a lineup?
Tournaments and cash games.
Nope.
Looks like we're not hitting that
Billy,
over.
Hit the buzzer. Billy, a DFS man. Tell him we're
looking for the games with the highest totals and other games whose totals will be higher than they are set. So good offensive teams and very good defensive teams, which lead to good offense.
Okay. So high scoring games and sleeper games. Got you.
Mm-hmm.
Good. All right, there you go, buddy. You also, some of the things you want to look in, like Billy said, players who've had a lot of success against certain teams, right? There was a day back in the day with Tom Brady against the Jets. Money constantly. He just tears up the Jets with Belichick, right? That's something you want to see. Who have I had success against? Who has my guy really gone off against previously, right? Danny Dimes seems to put up some pretty big numbers against the Eagles. Maybe that's someone you want to ride with sometimes, right? I mean, he can only run 82 yards before his feet give out on him. But what are you going to do, right? All right, Jared, moving on to question 7. We're 3 for 6 right now. That hurt. I'm not going to lie. That one hurt.
It's not fun.
That was tough. Jared, question number 7.
Yeah.
How do we find value in a player and setting a lineup?
We find value. Their stats, teams that they're going to play against.
I'll just fem over this $5 right now, I guess.
What? stats teams are going to play against, whatever the book is giving them. What?
That's where we look for to picking a player, but not where the value comes from.
So, Jared, does it make sense? All right, we're talking quarterbacks right now, right? Quarterbacks are going to cost you a lot of money in DFS. Patrick Mahomes is probably going to be the most expensive quarterback week in and week out. Am I not right?
Most of the time.
Yeah. Is there a great value in spending $10,000 out of your $5,000 bankroll on Patrick Mahomes when you can get Ryan Fitzpatrick, who's coming off a heater, for maybe $68,000?
$6,800, you mean?
Yeah, $6,800.
Whatever.
Yeah, it's better to get Fitzpatrick.
I'm not the math guy here. We've been
through it. I was like, I would take Mahomes at 10,000 then.
Now,
you know, I should get that point because he just fucked it up. He fumbled it. But yeah, I would take Fitzpatrick because he's coming off a heater. He's cheaper. You have more leg room to get better players.
All right, Billy. We're not going to give him the point for this one, obviously, but teach him a little bit. What are we looking for when we want to find value?
So you're looking for a player that can 2.5 to 3 times the value of their price. So say a player is worth 5,000. You want them to score at minimum 12.5 to 15 points. I go for 15 points. You know, it's what I look for. I look for the 3 times to 5 times, but I'm looking for them moonshots. That Dogecoin moonshot. You know,
we've moved on from Doge, boys. We are about Hogecoin now.
Oh, get out of here with your Hogecoin.
We're about Hoge. Big plug to Hogecoin. We're taking that sucker to the moon.
Shut up. You're looking for 2.5 to 3 times a player's worth to get returned to find true value.
Mm-hmm.
I tried to drill that into your head last time we talked. Clear.
You tried.
It's been a while since we talked about that.
Hasn't been that long. We kind of talk pretty much every day.
2 weeks.
Yeah. The chat kind of talks every single day, so you know.
Hey man, I was on a bender from 10:30 to
here we go
4 a.m. Okay?
My man's ripping hoons out there. He's drinking. I love it. That's my kind of bender. All right, Jared, we're gonna move on. It's tough. What do you think, buddy? You're through 7 questions. You're 3 for 7. I already got the Venmo from Billy. He's given up on you.
I don't give up on him yet because I added an amendum to the to your questions, to the bonus question at the end.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
Is that fair?
What is this?
What? Bullshit. I think you shoot me a little side message real quick what the question is.
All right.
It's the extra credit question.
Okay, yeah. I'm fair with that. That's fair. That's fair. I'll allow that. Do we need to adjust the final line number for the extra credit? Or we just gonna roll?
We can move the extra points down.
I think we got to move the needle a little bit.
Yeah.
So, all right, Jared, we're gonna move to question number 8. 3 for 7 right now.
All right.
We're gonna talk specific players, and we're gonna talk players that are the bane of my existence. And no, we are not talking about Adam fucking Thielen. Fuck that guy. Go back to Minnesota.
Thielen,
we don't like you. We're gonna talk running backs.
Okay.
Running backs are very popular in fantasy sports. When you're setting a DFS lineup, what am I looking for when I want to pick a running back?
Oh. Okay. You want to look at not their stats, but other stats. You want to look at the defense that they're running against and if they're catching more than they're running.
Okay, give me one more thing that we should look for. You're teetering. You're very close. Give me one more thing that we should look for. I want one more. I'm already leaning, giving you the point. You've done well on this one already. What's something else for our viewers out there? What else are you looking for when you want to pick that running back? And if you don't know, it's fine. I'm giving you the point. I'm giving you the point. If you don't know, it's fine. I have Mr. DFS himself here. He can explain it to the viewers as well. So what about
their offense? Their offense? Their offense or quarterback?
Okay, Billy, come on in.
The answer we were looking for was what running backs are playing the worst run defense. You were on the right track, but
I said defense.
You didn't say worst run defense, though.
We want the worst.
Semantics, potato.
You were right on it. You were right on it when you said we're looking for some catches. We're looking for some PPR points. But we're also looking for teams who have crappy red zone defenses.
Yes.
right? We want guys who are going to score. Who gives up the most touchdowns to running backs, right? The Raiders have historically had a pretty shitty run defense in the red zone until recently. It's who can we find that? A big bet that used to be with tight ends. Arizona Cardinals could not cover tight ends to save their life. They could stream the worst tight end possible, but put them against the Cardinals. You got Brandon Pettigrew out there putting up 7 for $119 and 2 tutters.
Yep. Easy.
All right, Jared. That was good. Good job. I'm proud of you there. You're at 4 for 8. To win Billy this bet, you got to go perfect 2 for 2 in these last ones before.
Or the extra credit. I'll lower the extra credit to 2.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I like that. Credit's a 2-point question. Jared, question number 9. How you feeling, dude? Before I say it, how you feeling? You feeling confident?
Terrible. Misery.
I feel good.
It's hot. I'm hot.
You're sweating. We can see it.
All right, Jared. Ready for the next one?
Yeah.
How much of your daily fantasy sport DFS bankroll should you invest in a defense?
Not that much. You usually should just go for the cheapest.
Let's go!
Is that right?
Yeah, that's my personal opinion on it.
And so that is Billy's personal opinion, and we are going off of what Billy believes. Billy is, like I said earlier, he is our DFS guy. He knows his stuff. If this is the way that works for Billy, this is the way we're teaching our boy.
To get the answer in full, it would be whatever is the best defense that's playing the worst offense. You're obviously looking for the most fancy points, but you don't want to spend money on a defense. You can get a wide receiver to score 15 points and he's worth nothing. You know what I mean? So I personally, I'm looking at the bottom half of defenses. Not even worried about the teams that are $4,000 for a defense. It's throwing money in the garbage like betting on Ben Askren.
Just take whoever's against the Eagles and call it a day.
That's what I was doing for a short while last year.
You son of a bitches. All right, Jared, that was a good job. You're at 5. Thanks. 5 for 9 right now. Not too
here's
bad.
Another layup.
Now, so Billy, as you say layup, I think we're going to addend this question because he already answered it before the test even started.
Hey, so
what do you think? What do you think? What do you think?
What question? I don't even know.
I'm working on it. I got another question for him already.
Well, what's the question?
Should I throw him the extra credit question?
No, I want the question I answered.
Credit question. You already answered the question. We're gonna throw the new one at him because this is important for DFS in general. This is something that is very important to us. Jared.
Yes.
How do we win DFS? How do we win? What are we looking at when we win it, right? When we have a DFS tournament, who wins? How do we win?
That's another layup.
Is it a layup? I mean,
apparently not.
This is going to come down to the extra credit question.
Loss.
What are you talking about? How you win? You get the best lineup and get the most points. You get the most points in that tournament.
Let's go! Pay me, young king.
How is what?
All right,
I don't know. We were better off with the other question, I think.
I guess
how do you win in life? You do better than other people. That's the stupidest question ever.
I'll give it to you. That was not the answer that I was looking for, but you did find kind of a loophole to my question, I will give it to you.
That's the correct answer.
That's how you win in general. What's the other question?
Based off of your tournament, say you have 50 people in your tournament. Okay. In a DFS tournament, who wins? What do you got to do to win? How do you win?
He just told you.
When I'm saying how do you win, I'm meaning placing wise. Who wins? Is it only first place who wins?
No.
What happens?
It depends. It depends on the money in the tournament and how the seeding and everything goes. But first place gets the grand payout. Second place, third, fourth, fifth. They can win some money too.
That's all I want.
Young king.
That's all I wanted.
It depends on the seeding, like any other fucking tournament. What's the other question? Because now I'm hot.
The other one was public event.
Public event. Oh, public event? Okay. Fucking
hold on. Give me 3 examples of a public event.
3 examples of a public event. Like playoffs, playoffs in sports, the Super Bowl, playoffs in sports in general, Super Bowl, fucking Kentucky Derby. Fucking cares. Something that everyone knows, or everyone could be like, hey, maybe I could do that.
I wasn't listening. All I heard was Kentucky Derby. What were the other 2 he said?
Playoffs in sports and the Super Bowl.
Me personally, I've never bet on the Kentucky Derby.
No, betting the Kentucky Derby is electric.
I don't do the ponies, bro.
I love the
$1,000 ticket on
I have a great pony story where I bet on a long shot and won $2,700. Threw it all on the next long shot and lost every single penny.
Dummy.
But
all right,
gotta let it ride sometimes. All right, Jared, you did 6 for 10. You won your boy Billy here a few bucks. I just sent him the Venmo. I sent it over to him. I'm proud of you. Let's talk extra credit right now.
Quick, that's my boy right there.
I'm a man of honor, dude.
Pays his dues.
I paid up my debts. If I owe a debt, I'm a man of honor.
That's all I'm asking.
That's all you need to do sometimes, right? All right, Jared, your extra credit. God damn, I did it again. What is wrong with me?
Extra credit.
Here we go. All right, Jared. Ready? All right, ready for this? You're gonna really get into I know you have a kind of a thing going on right now in your brain. Who was our favorite team in March Madness?
Who was our favorite team?
He's gonna say who I think he's gonna say, but that's not the right answer.
Oral Roberts.
Oh, he got it! My
guy. That's our boy.
I really thought he was going Gaucho.
Fuck you, Gauchos.
I did too.
You fucked me over.
I really did. Way to go. That was awesome by Jared. We are the biggest Oral Roberts stands that there are. We are all about the oral. Give me oral in the morning. Give me moral in the middle of the day. Give me oral at night.
Give me morals in the middle of the day.
If you don't like oral, you are un-American. We're talking Oral Roberts, boys. I know what you're thinking, Jared. Save it for later. Let's say PG. Jared, I'm not going to lie. You impressed me. You did better than I would have ever guessed.
I thought we had 2 extra credit questions. We only had 1? Sorry, extra credit.
This one was worth 2 points.
Oh, okay. Well, hey, look at that.
That's 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10. 8 like the Knicks. Let's go Knicks. I said go New York, go New York, go.
Anyway, as we're moving on, Jared, I'm proud of you. Great job. You did much better than I expected. I'm sorry that I thought you would do worse. I'm very proud of you. You've not been studying, but you pulled out a bunch of rabbits out of your ass. So good for you. Let's wrap some things up, boys. Jared, do you got any picks that you want to give the people for this upcoming weekend or not?
You know he doesn't.
That's all right. If you don't, it's fine. I got one thing I do want to talk to you about because we were talking about it again pre-show.
Jared,
NFL draft.
Usman second round.
Usman second round. We'll take it.
Usman knocking that fucker's head off in the second round.
We're going to take an Usman knockout for the second round for Jared. All right. We'll put it in the books. Jared, a week from now, before our next episode comes out, is my favorite, my Christmas, the NFL draft. Jared, who do you want the Giants to take?
I want a wide receiver. Waddle.
Extremely defeated.
Waddle.
Stupid.
I'm tired. I want a receiver.
All right, the man wants Jalen Waddle. I don't think it's going to happen. Billy, I know, doesn't think it's going to happen.
It's not going to happen.
Everybody, you're watching this, viewing this, check out. We have a special mock draft coming out. We're going to be talking draft tonight for Betting the Diagonal. We have a special mock draft article that will be coming out on FFD. We love talking draft here. So we want Jalen Waddle for the Giants. It's not going to happen, but it is what it is. Boys, let's wrap her up. Jared, I want you to plug some holes. All right, and I mean your socials. Plug some socials for me.
J Philly the Kid. All socials, either TTV at the end or just J Philly the Kid. Tomorrow, barring Pfizer Misery. I will be doing a tier maker, DC movies. We will be having a special guest on the stream via Discord to talk about DC movies. The movies range from Keaton Batman, the first Keaton Batman, all the way up to Wonder Woman 84 and Snyder Cut. Tune in 7:30 p.m.
I'll tell you this right now. If Green Lantern and Iron Man 3 are not in S tiers, your list is invalid.
And don't say anything, Billy. Just let it fly.
I'm not touching it.
All right, cool. Billy, what do you have going on?
What do I've got going on? I've got a little bit of extra credit going on this weekend. I'm finishing up a couple more articles for FFD. We may have a FFD episode coming next week. I don't know yet. We haven't fully figured out how we're gonna make it happen yet. But stay tuned for that. Maybe a little back in the studio episode. Mic in front of my face. Not this internet shenanigans that I love doing so much. I could sit on my couch, watch the game at the same time. No more. That puts your seeds down.
Nobody wants your seed, Jared.
That's for damn sure. Shout out to Liverpool for being the worst. Shout out to the Sixers for being even worse. Shout out to the San Jose Sharks for once again blowing a lead and losing me money. And last but not least, follow me on Twitter at BillyFFD.
Beautiful. We've had some rough goes. You can find me at Mowax26. You can find all of us, including Jared from Random Occasion, at Betting the Diagonal on Twitter. Find our podcasts on Apple Podcasts, on Spotify, wherever podcasts are played. You can find us there. You can find this video right here. That's just disgusting. You can watch Jared dripping sunflower seeds out of his mouth right on YouTube if you want. It's the most disgusting thing you could possibly imagine. I highly recommend not watching it, or at least cut me off at this point. I implore you. Boys, Jared, great job tonight. I'm proud of you. Boys, it's been a blast. I will see you knuckleheads next week. Thank you.